personalities, making them shine even brighter.
The sixth was Lily, whose heart belonged to the wild forests and natural plants. She was intimately familiar. Whenever anyone fell ill in the palace, she would gather herbs from the garden and prepare a remedy that would heal them instantly. The seventh, Harper, had music in her very steps. When she danced, it seemed as though she was floating effortlessly upon the wind. When all the sisters joined her in dance, the entire palace would sway in a unique rhythm of absolute happiness. The eighth was Abigail, whose delicious culinary creations left everyone licking their fingers. Her sweet desserts were nothing short of a masterpiece.
When she decorated a cake, it appeared less like food and more like a magnificent piece of art, which her sisters would eat with absolute delight.
The ninth was Stella, who would slip away at night to the highest balcony of the palace. She spoke very little, yet she knew the name of every star in the sky and remembered the magical, ancient tales behind every constellation.
The 10th was Victoria, who possessed such magical grace in her hands that anyone she adorned would instantly transform into a breathtakingly beautiful fairy.
The 11th was Scarlett, the bravest and most fearless of all the 12 sisters. A master archer, whether venturing alone into the dark or climbing the steepest peaks, she was always at the forefront, standing tall as her sister's fierce protector. The youngest, Emma, was the very picture of innocence. It seemed as though all the gentle creatures of the forest spoke directly to her heart.
Birds would perch gently upon her shoulders, and kittens would fall asleep in her lap, as she comforted them with her quiet, loving presence.
Inside the palace was a massive and luxurious bedroom for the 12 sisters, where 12 beautiful canopy beds were lined up in a perfect row.
But the queen had passed away long ago, and the king had raised them all on his own, with a heart full of her memories.
Inside the palace was a massive and luxurious bedroom for the 12 sisters, where 12 beautiful canopy beds were lined up in a perfect row.
But inside this grand room lay a deep and strange secret, one that every soul in the entire kingdom was completely unaware of.
Every morning, when the king's special servant opened the doors of the bedroom, a highly mysterious sight would await him.
All the princesses would be fast asleep in their beds, yet their brand new shoes would be found completely torn, scuffed, and worn out.
To solve this baffling mystery, the king stationed heavy guards outside the bedroom doors and ordered strict, round-the-clock watch.
Yet not a single guard saw anything at all, and every morning the same baffling mystery would present itself before the frustrated king once more. Months passed by, and the king's worry grew deeper with each passing day. For his daughter's health and this strange secret.
Finally, driven by desperation, the king issued a grand royal decree and formally announced a massive proclamation throughout the entire kingdom. The royal messengers rode out on horses into every street and market square, delivering the grand decree to the listening crowds. Whoever can discover the secret of where the princesses go at night, within 3 nights, shall marry the princess of his choice. And that young man shall eventually become the new king of this great empire. But in case of failure, the penalty shall be death. Hearing this extraordinary proclamation, arrogant princes and wealthy nobles from far-off kingdoms arrived at Asmara to test their fortune. Everyone thought to themselves, how difficult could this task truly be? One simply has to stay awake through the night, and the secret will be revealed.
But every single night, the exact same strange event would unfold, one for which no prince had any answer or defense.